everybody, and welcome to ZSR2. Today we have a Zelda Majora's Mask tournament with the Mystery Setting Season 1 with the Group B Ghunzor versus Revven. Today in the commentary booth we have Captain MD13 and Fox. Say hello!
Well, hello there, folks. Yes, we are happy to bring you the exciting start of another fantastic Majora's Mask Randomizer tournament. This one's going to be a special one, folks. We are going to be running mystery settings. So, if you saw the weekly from 2 Saturdays ago, November 12th, you will have received a sample of the insanity and crazy settings that could have been enabled for this race, for these settings. So, Fox, how you doing tonight?
Good. I'm a little worried that the feed is going to be blocked on Gunstream.
Oh, yes. Hopefully that it will be resolved in moments, because it looks like, yep, he's made repairs. He's getting things fixed. Oh, dear.
Oh, gosh.
Bear with, chat. Just getting some things ironed out. But yeah, the race will be starting in just a moment here.
Okay, so I was paying a very close look at the title screen because there's a lot of information that you can learn from the title screen. We have chess fairies turned on because of the Clocktown Stray Fairy is shuffled. That will tell you that chess fairies are on for our mystery settings. And also Fierce Deity is off because you can't have Fiercey anywhere. It's just a rare combination of chess fairies where Fiercey anywhere occurs. In addition, we have hidden sparkles on, so some sort of freestandings and or hit spots are turned on in this seed. And we also start with Sword and Shield.
All right, well, that's good. Let the games begin. So yeah, how this is going to work, folks, is we have 4 groups, each minus Group D having 4 people, with Group D having 3. And we will be playing matches in those groups as things move on. What do we start with in the clock tower? Land title deed.
Okay. Ooh, we got crates and barrels are shuffled. So crates and barrels specifically, any of them that occur in the game can be shuffled. We are starting with Oath to Order, so we have songs and song locations based off of this information.
Oh, great. We don't have to go hunting for Mirror Shield just to get Oath off of Egos again. Good start. And it looks like we don't have a shop sanity today. The trading post looked pretty vanilla to me. That being said, Bomb Shop Bomb Bag was a green rupee. We're going to get to see if minigames are enabled here by checking the lottery. And it doesn't look like it.
So a question from chat, is this kind of like Ocarina of Time Random Settings League? This is kind of like Random Settings League, just the settings are designed in such a way that they're not supposed to take like super duper long. Whereas our cells like very volatile in comparison, where it can take upwards to like 8 to 10 hours at max, or just be under an hour or something like that. So
yeah, one of the big determinants of this is going to be if we see boss remain shuffle, which we didn't start with a boss remain. We didn't start with anything besides Sword and the Shields. So also we got a mountain title deed in North Clocktown Tree, so I already got 2 pieces of paper.
Thor's going Deku Playground Day 1. I am honestly surprised you checked this.
I believe the purpose of that was to check the blue rupee.
Yeah. It's just you can't get any of them on day 1 without Deku.
Yeah, and the blue rupee did not look shuffled. There's 2 different types of rupee shuffles for for green, blue, and reds. Mm-hmm. There's It can either be shuffled overworld or hang on.
We have hits. We have hit spots, everybody.
Welp.
Ghunzor, you need a crouch stab or a jump flash works, but that's a little spooky.
All right, so we found Mask of Truth in the basket of Shooting Gallery, of Town Shooting Gallery. Another green rupee on South Clocktown, or North Clocktown Tingle, rather. Thanks.
Yeah, we're gonna see a lot of green rupees now. So one thing I am gonna mention is Pirate's Fortress has a lot of checks with the settings. We have confirmed already.
Oh, hit checks really explodes open PF?
There are 9 rupees that come from hit spots. And then there are the barrels and crates in sewers. Yes. So, yeah, Pirate's Fortress has a lot of items. Revven had a little bit of trouble getting out of their hit spot. Also, our runners do need to keep in mind, a couple of hit spots in the ranch are available Sphere 0. Mm-hmm. So that Mask of Truth routes pretty well with that.
Alright, so Madame Aroma giving us a silver rupee. Now, we should also stress that chest size matches content should be enabled for all settings regardless of what we get.
Yes, indeed. All mystery seeds will have chest size matches contents.
Looked like that was a wooden chest in Bomber's hideout. Alright, so just so I've got things, as far as like unique settings, we've got chest fairies and crates and barrels and hit checks.
Okay, there was another check. Overworld pots are not turned on. I'm honestly not surprised there. We would see a lot of stuff related to that.
We have a chance for scarecrow pots right here, so let's see how this plays out.
No for scarecrow pots as well.
So the only other check for pots would be dungeons, right?
Yes.
Okay.
We have Overworld Reds. Overworld Reds are shuffled.
Oh? Did you see it on the pillar earlier?
I saw on the pillar just from Ghunzor looking around in the telescope.
Very nice. Okay, so Overworld Reds, there's not a whole lot of those. Looks like neither runner electing to go deposit rupees to the bank just yet. We're gonna see what the Gwei's got.
Yeah, you actually have to wait for the Gwei now because the Overworld Red's being on, and that is the Mirror Shield.
Ooh, early Mirror Shield today. Definitely don't want to say no to that. That could be one of the biggest pains in the backside to hunt for later if there's a casino for it. Alright, first hint of the night reveals Ice Arrow Chest is dead.
One thing that we need to keep in mind is if we get, because it's songs and song location, we can have 3 or 4 wasps. If it's 4 wasps, that means that we have either boss keys anywhere or remain shuffled anywhere. So, just...
And if those are both enabled, the waft count goes up to 5.
I think it's still 4. I think it's still 4.
It might be. I know the watts cap at 5 regardless of how many settings that would add extra watts are enabled.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, if it's Song Sanity, it's auto 5, so that's generally where It goes up to 5 is when you got some sanity.
Yeah, and we've also enabled Garo hints. So Garo, talking to the Garos will reveal additional sometimes hints.
And we have small keys anywhere.
Oh boy.
This could be interesting, or it could lead to some nastiness. I have a dreaded hypothetical nasty situation that could occur when small keys are anywhere. And it's if you have boss keys in dungeon where they're just shuffled in the dungeon. Combine that, thankfully the Ice Arrow chest is hinted dead today, but if that was the boss key, that's a recipe for some pain right there.
Alright, well, it looks like slapping the, or smacking the Skull Kid drawing yielded a Camaro mask. Alright, so it looks like overworld green rupees aren't shuffled.
Yeah, we were able to see that with the Deku Playground because we would have seen them there.
True. And it looks like blues aren't shuffled either, so... So far, it's just overworld reds. But that may spike up when we get to dungeons, because dungeons are a separate split for the random rupees.
Another deed.
We've already got
A lot
three out of
deeds.
3 out of 5 pieces of deed paper already. Or no, 3 out of 4 pieces of deed paper.
Butler's nothing.
Well, the ocean title deed's probably going to be that toilet paper turn in tonight. Revven's going straight for night 1 a little early here.
And Ranchesters are nothing.
Unfortunate. Looks like Revven was a couple frames late on Postman minigame.
Frame late again, unfortunately.
One thing I haven't checked when Ghunzor checked Gorman milk purchases if the prices were shuffled.
Looked like the prices were not shuffled, so I believe Shop Sanity is off today.
Okay.
For the seed.
Alright,
It's a
room...
purple back, so that's really nice.
No complaints to that, I'm sure. Looks like Revven did drop some money off at some point, or at least spend 80 rupees on something. Probably drop money off.
Our runners have to be aware, because it is in fact overworld reds, the laundry pool rupees that show up on night 2 will be available in Logic.
Yeah, it looks like we just got a Moons here from Ghunzor in, I think that was Pillar Grotto?
We really are getting all the trades, like, immediately. This is something.
That actually concerns me because we're pretty much a swamp title deed away from starting to think about scrub relocation.
What is on the pillar? Okay, nothing.
Alright, Revven's gonna check the blue, or the hit check from the gong in the sword school.
Ranchwath!
Ugh. Ranchwath with Sisters Hinted Dead and a Mask of Truth already in our pocket.
It's gonna be those hit spots, I can assure you.
Alright, Revven confirms that Bank 1 is just a red rupee. And sure, why not? Let's turn the Moon's Tear in now.
The bow.
And his reward with a bow, baby!
There's a Ramai's mask.
Oh my. Alright, Revven's gonna see that these blue rupees should not be shuffled. Yep. Alright, so we have in logic projectiles.
Trying to check the Terma Field Guay, except you can't check the Terma Field Guay with Oath to Order.
Yeah,
So,
you need it. Oh. Whoa. Pirate's Fortress Guard Chest is Letter to Mama. Interesting spot for Letter to Mama. And
another problem location that we could have occur is because it's Overworld Reds. I apologize for interrupting. The Butler Race Red Rupees can be required.
Yeah. Now, they're part of Deku Palace when it comes to Watson Foolishes, correct?
They are not. They.
Oh.
Oh, and looks like Ghunzor failed the sword school.
Yeah. Revven, however, picks up a lens from the Dodongos.
We'll see what's going on with some other stuff. I have yet to see whether or not we have. Okay, Pohud is dead.
Yeah, if we have like long quests on, they'll be hinted. Oh no, Ghunzor. Ghunzor is having some trouble with sword school today. By the way, do you want to know about the bombers?
There's a bottle. So I think we've seen
some good stuff off of these hit checks.
I think I'm trying to count sometimes hints from the gossips. There's a total of 4 max. If you do get 4, I think we've seen 3.
We've seen 3. I've got Ice Arrow Chest, Pirate Fortress Guarded Chest, and Pohud right now.
Does any mystery category have the song wall? Zoe, no mystery category has a song wall.
Oh, that's the wall that has that like random song combo near the what are the icy enemies called again? Enos?
Yes. It's in North Terma Field. So that's not shuffled. Of like all the checks in the randomizer, that the song wall isn't shuffled for mystery at all. The rock, the Terma Field rocks, as well as the rocks in Graveyard, those are never shuffled. I think that's just a design choice. Because a lot of people hate those rocks. They think they're the worst thing ever. And I don't blame anybody who hates the rock checks. They're quite a bit obnoxious because you have to hit them with like bombs and stuff, and they can like fly everywhere.
Alright, so I haven't noticed anything interesting on Rosa Sisters.
Ghunzor did Night 1 Guru Guru. There is no reason to do Night 1 Guru Guru in this seed.
Yeah, in a case like this where Overworld Reds are randomized, it's better, I guess, to wait until Night 2.
Yeah. Postman hat.
And a pair of heart pieces. Those aren't going to go amiss.
What do we got? Can our tracker mark Mirror Shield for Revven, please?
Postman's hat led to arrows. Which, to be fair, Ghunzor wasn't full on arrows, so it is a refill.
Arrows? Wait, what?
Yeah.
Oh, I guess those are... Are there arrows in Pirate's Fortress in one of the barrels or something?
Maybe? Oh yeah, it should also be noted as well.
It was 30 arrows. Go ahead.
It was two. It had two arrows in it. Get over
Yeah,
here,
that was
Jim.
a 30 arrow.
All right, so Revven is skipping. Looks like this is a skip tonight, too. Good grief. Are the geckos okay back there? Quit snoring. You're going to wake up the whole town. Anywho, let's see what's on the 3 rupees in Laundry Pool, and it's junk. 1 heart piece and 2 reds. All right, so we're going to see what bombers have for us.
Magic. Oh gosh, Revven is...
Magic of the Windfish, no less.
Revven did not turn in that Moonsteer. That's not good.
Oh dear. All right, so we have magic and lens. Oh, with bombs. That, if we can get some bombs, that would start screaming north. This is a very interesting seed. We've gotten a lot of strange and like early and late game items. We've got Mirror Shield, we've got Romani's Mask, we've got Mask of Truth. Yeah, there's a bit of a spread here. That being said, the only area I feel like is a pretty obvious location to go to right now is either Day 3 Ranch or Swamp with Bow and Bottle.
The trackers are online. We should be able to track things now.
Yeah, we've updated the trackers here, so we'll be able to actually track keys for you now. All right,
I
quad
believe
hints.
there's been 1 Stone Tower Temple key for both.
Dampe is dead. Shrine is foolish.
Yep, not seeing quad hints yet. Wow. Okay. These are some late quad hints.
Pirate's Fortress Interior foolish.
Really? I am very shocked about that.
Wow. That's a very, very powerful foolish in these settings. So yeah, those hit checks and barrels you were mentioning earlier now, well, there's still barrels and sewers, right?
Yes.
Okay, so but everything in Pirate's Fortress Interior, not a factor. Interesting. Okay. And that didn't look like a significant item on the tourist center, but I didn't get the best view. What is that? Oh, that might actually be something important. Hang on.
Oh, Zora.
That might have been Zora Mask. Yeah, it's Zora Mask, all right. I take that back. I thought it was a bottle or something.
I'm very confused. That's...
Actually, that Zora Mask is almost in logic. We're only waiting on a Deku Mask. Because we already have Land Title Deed. Alright, this hint reads to us that Swamp Spider House items are foolish.
Okay, game. Right.
It should be noted that the Spider House rewards are force junked in Mystery.
The Spire House rewards are not considered a part of the items reason. We have hit spots on Zoe, so these foolishes are something else.
Yeah, Swamp Spider House items foolish is pretty powerful. Yeah, these foolishes are pretty powerful today. Like Shrine Foolish, that's a whole thing you don't have to worry about if light arrows show up early.
I think there's something weird going on.
You think so?
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, we're about to find out, I guess. Maybe we have boss remains shuffle on and we don't even know it yet. Or,
ISO.
yeah, that too. Convenient it came from Kotake of all witches. Now all we need is for Kome to get fire.
Still not turning in the moon's tier yet.
Did Revven pick it up?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, that is really weird. Alright. Ghunzor getting the lens from Dodongos. Alright, so where's Ghunzor going now? It's day 2, so... Not a whole lot Ghunzor can do besides wrap up Takuri. Oh no! There goes the bottle.
A really bad mistake.
Yeah, we actually really need that.
Okay, alright, Revven's heading in the bottle now. Where the moon's here. And the bottle is available real soon.
Yeah, the bottle was on the hit check outside East Termina Field. East Termina Field entryway. No, it is west. Good grief. Even the directions of the compass are a mystery in this tournament, folks. It's a little on the late side. Alright, let's see what's in this tree here. Incoming.
I wasn't checking to see if anybody peeped it. Probably. Well, I guess it.
Well,
Room
Revven.
key.
Oh, yeah. Revven didn't have projectile first pass, so when he made the, I'm sure Revven. Yeah, Revven made the trip down south and didn't have bow first pass, so probably wasn't interested in doing the dodge, the side climb.
Revven's going next. With this time of day, Revven could absolutely do the Kako strat to get Toilet Hand out of the way.
Yeah, Toilet Head is in logic on Night 3, but is still in logic main point. Because, yeah, Night 3, you're expected to just waltz right in. That being said, we've got a perfectly in logic room key anyway, so...
If Revven saw the room key, he's probably just gonna go get it. But Bombers has magic is the major thing.
All right, we're going to see what land title deed turns in. It's the letter to Cafe at probably one of the worst possible times because it just passed 11:20. LOL, chat. This gonna be good. Well, unfortunately, it's too late for anybody to turn that in, so that just became the new toilet paper for this cycle.
I guess one thing to note is if Toilet Hand isn't locking, like, since Zora's literally just Deku away, if the hook shot is available and Epona is available real fast, Toilet Hand's just straight up dead, despite all of the paper items we've received.
Oh, yeah.
Revven making a bit of a defensive play from what I would say.
Yeah, just double checking to make sure to not leave any stone unturned here. Yeah, because definitely after leaving behind the bottle, especially Sphere Zero checks, if you forget those are the ones that are gonna bite you in the backside the most. They actually just bit me in the backside last weekend in a tournament race, so. Alright, so we have magic plus ice arrows. Yeah, Epona plus hook would actually explode the seed wide open. Because we're only, beyond Epona and, Hookshot, we're just a Mask of the Dead away from Icona access.
Revven is not interested in handing in the land deed just to not lock himself out of the day 3 chest right now.
Yeah, Revven did set up an owl save. It looks like scoops are not shuffled. That water looked pretty vanilla to me.
It is not Song Sanity since we started with Oath.
What is that frog noise? It must be from somebody in Clocktown, but I just can't I can't put my finger on it.
Revven's gonna get the room key here.
Yep. He's struggling to see it. Should have ID'd it by now. We're gonna get town shooting though. Alright folks, welcome to Shiveria Town Archery. Alright, bugs aren't randomized either, so yeah, scoops look to be standard. Sigh of relief compared to the weekly a couple of weeks back. Yeah, a couple weeks back we had scoop shuffled.
Yep,
and it got
shuffled, and it led to bait eggs.
Yeah.
Pose. It's great. Love that seed.
Alright, that's nothing of importance on Stumpy, but Revven is going to check to see if soils are randomized.
This is very reasonable. Especially with their Checking. Yep, and yeah, it is
That's a
soiled.
yes.
So,
Oh, boy.
yeah, having that bottle before ranch is gonna be important here. Ranch is a hotspot.
Yeah, because we can do, not counting Foolish Ranch Sisters, we can do everything except lemons, pretty much.
And the pot is also nothing. And that's it. So everything like the freestandings and then the pot is nothing.
Yeah, Ghunzor losing that bottle is actually, to Curry, is now actually a pretty big deal.
Yes, this could be quite an issue. I do hope that they do get Deku Mask in case there's some funny business with the soil in outside of the observatory.
Oh, yeah. Revven seeing Ranch Sisters dead. And I don't recall Milk Road Tingle having anything of particular importance. Actually, Tingle's been pretty junk this seed. Bit uncharacteristic.
I think that's kind of understandable with how many items are available right now.
Yeah, because Hitcheck adds like a whopping. It's like a non-small number, that's for sure. Like you mentioned, the 9 in Pirate's Fortress, the checks in Ranch, the checks in Clocktown. It's like at least 30 or 40.
From the field, gee thanks.
Yeah, what did we get so far from Termina Field? The Mirror Shield,
Moonsteer.
the first bottle.
Oh.
Oh yeah, Moonsteer to Bow makes a lot of sense too.
Mm-hmm. That Moonsteer is looking pretty required, I think.
Alright, we got a hint. TF Wath. In case you had any doubts that Termina Field was way of the hero chat.
There's this soil in the in the ranch here. This soil is a different check on the first day.
Interesting.
Ghunzor is buying the ball back.
At least it's not too expensive, but yeah, that's basically what we have to. That's improvising at this point, because yeah,
Indeed.
Ghunzor's. I think he's realized that that's a pretty big deal not having the bottle. All right, hint check coming up here, and this reveals PFI Foolish.
Has Revven checked the crates? Just walk past the crate. There's the hook shot.
Ooh, also a Snowhead Temple small key.
Oh no, he's skipping the crate.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
That being said, the Ranchwath probably just got satisfied by that hook shot.
Oh, if that's something, that could be really bad.
Oh, it could be. Absolutely. Although, that being said, Revven might make a trip back here on day 1 because of the multi-day soil kerfuffle. Alright, let's see what's in the doggy racetrack soil.
Goron.
Okay, that's the Wath. If it's not Hookshot, it's definitely Goron.
Goron
Good
Village
time.
is Wath.
Good timing.
Oh gosh. Is this gonna be a That's gonna be an Eponomoth, isn't it? I can just see it.
You might be right on that one, because, yeah, we can now get to Village, we can now get the song, we can check Lens Cave, we can, if the song is healing, we can check Darmani. The options definitely exist. We have access to hot spring water at the very least.
Y'all missed the Eponomoth. If anybody was not here for season 2 of Majora's Mask Randomizer, Eponomoth was very common.
And annoying when it was. Alright, Mask of Truth, we've had you for a while. Are you worth it? Maybe. Just wrapping up the season 3 tournament, we did have a Mask of Sense required. Alright, we got another hint that reads Butler is dead. Actually, we're running pretty low on hints here. I think the only other hint I've got on my list here is, as far as always is concerned, is boat archery. What is that on Clocktown Central Pillar? Couldn't exactly get the best view. That might have been a Gilded Chest. Alright, let's see what this is. Chess minigame.
Nothing for chess minigame.
Alright, Ghunzor is heading in the direction of Ranch now, too.
We'll see if the barrels are something. I know Ghunzor is aware about the barrels right here. It could be something spicy where we get where the seed does give you like New Wave or something, and that's your waft, because that could be a waft New Wave to do Termina Field Gwei.
If I would assume that means the Gwei would have to unlock everything else past
The Gwei would have to lock Deku in that instance.
Yeah. Is there a formal list of things that could be on? There is a list, yes. Unfortunately, I do not have it in front of me right now.
Yeah, we have a document pinned in the mystery channel of the Discord or discussion page. Revven just hit the crate right there. I hope that's a realization. Like, oh crap.
Yeah, maybe.
I think. Okay, Revven's going back. Revven's going back.
Unfortunately, Ghunzor does not currently have a bug, so is not going to be able to grab Goron Mask out of this soil patch.
There are bugs in the back here.
Okay, at least was just looking for them. Fair enough. There is still plenty of time here.
I understand the means of trying to play this safe, just like, oops, it's oops, crates are also on. That one is a silver, and then what's the other one in the, Picto. Okay, a Picto.
Ghunzor just shield spammed a little bit at the Goron Mask. Unfortunately, actually no, you can still check the Picto contest now, right? Or is that disabled on night 3? You can? Okay.
Yeah, it's only disabled once you beat the dungeon. big thing now for Revven's case is that he does want to do bomber kids.
Yeah, that hat is magic. Staff room is dead.
There could still be a magic available, though knowing MM is just, MM Rando, it's just like, I don't ever trust the seed to ever give you more than one magic.
Yeah. So yeah, how do we handle this next cycle? I think next cycle you just rush Goron Village.
I think Revven's just going there now. I'm checking the soil here first.
Alright, we're gonna see Icona Pillar, though. We could check Punch Rock, too. Looks like there's nothing up there. Now, here's a question. Why did the game freeze a little bit when the pictograph box was picked up?
It was like, it's because of the header, I think. Like, it had to wait for the header to leave. The header's kind of annoying.
It felt like
actually
it took
used
a
to-
second longer than normal, though, is the thing.
There actually was a bug with the randomizer that was patched before with this new version, where if you actually had hot spring water cool and grab like a freestanding, you would not get the item. And I think there was like one other method of doing it, but that ended up getting patched, which was great.
Alright, patch outside the wall is red rupees.
Oh, it was press B while Jinx was the other method. Okay. Yeah, so just think of all of those rupees combined with what everybody just saw in the ranch being turned on. That's what happens when you have all sanity. So ranch is off to the powerhouse, and then it's just like, what the heck when you see a ranch foolish end?
Which we can basically have a similar reaction to, in this case, with the PFI Foolish.
Indeed.
But yeah, Ghunzor is just going to go ahead and sequence break the Zora mask now. Nope. Yeet.
Okay. Did Ghunzor not see the Swamp Spider House Islands foolish?
I think he's checking the grotto.
I suppose you can, yeah. But
This should theoretically be the last thing in logic right now.
yeah, this is pretty deculate. Okay. I guess you could still go in to confirm whether or not dungeon rupees are shuffled.
Now, would Swamp Spider House items qualify as tokens?
Would Swamp Spider House items qualify as tokens? Yes. Tokens would count under Swamp Spider House items.
Okay, and Token Sanity doesn't even appear to be on by it, because if it was by this point,
Right.
we'd have seen one. So never
Oh,
mind.
absolutely. We would have seen one at this point.
Alright, Picto turn-in leads to a heart piece.
Just checking mundane items.
That hurts.
That is vanilla blue, so I don't think mundane is on.
I don't think so either.
He's checking the other one just to be safe.
I think we've seen the 20 rupee turn-in as well from Curiosity Shop, so that should be yeah, mundane shouldn't be randomized.
Okay. Yeah, we did see that. Fortunately, we didn't start with Epona, which is like a very common chance of starting with Epona's on. So if you do start with Epona, just go into the Fisherman Hut in Great Bay Coast to see whether or not Mundane is on. That's the best way of possibly checking it, but without Epona,
Interesting.
it's going to be a little bit of a problematic thing to try to check. And
Revven?
Revven is going to check, just to verify Dungeon Rupees, and there's also a hint in here.
Makes sense. And oh well, the soil patch would qualify as items, so never mind.
Yep, the soil patches also count for the Swamp Spider House items.
In case there was any doubt that Swamp Spider House items were foolish, while you're in Swamp Spider House, we might as well tell you that the items are foolish. Now, if the
So what-
rupees...
Go ahead.
No, so the pots are going to tell us if these rupees... Okay, green in dungeons are not shuffled. Blues in dungeons aren't shuffled, and reds in... Okay, so it's just red overworld.
Just red overworld and hit spots, okay.
Which there
What
aren't
does
a lot
chat
of red...
think for... right here. What do y'all think about Goron villages? Do you think that's an Eponawath? Do y'all think that's an Eponawath?
I would be surprised if it isn't at this point. Because we now have... We have almost everything else. Like, we have Hookshot, we've got Goron Mask, we've got Bow, we've got Ice, we've got Magic. There's a lot we can do with this equipment. Once we do get Epona. That being said, Zora's still out of logic until we find a Deku Mask. Alright, All Night Mask purchases a heart piece.
Okay, Revven's Song of Time, and I'm bothering with Toilet Hand.
Oh yeah, that's right. He didn't do Toilet Hand.
As a reminder, if we find another waft, then I'm not gonna be too happy about how this is gonna go from here.
I don't think we
find
are.
it.
Sorry, I don't mean to interrupt you. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm doubting that there's one, but
Because we've now seen, if my notes are correct here, 3 Wasps, 3 Foolishes, 3 Sometimes, and besides Boat Archery, all the Always.
Revven's really not done bomber codes. That's a little bit spooky.
Yeah, that could be a problem in a little bit. Nope, Ghunzor is out of magic.
Since
And-
Mundane's not on, I would... it's a little bit of a toss-up here. If this is Epona, you have access to all the hit spots in Graveyard immediately. So... that's 12 checks, so and they're very fast, so I'm wondering whether or not going there is the better thing to do.
The other one that could be a big question mark is if the song here is Lullaby, and we have Dungeon ER. Because if it's Dungeon Entrance Randomizer and Lullaby gets us into, like, let's just call it Woodfall Temple for the sake of argument, you know, that's stuff we can do without Deku Mask.
Okay, snowballs are not on, but that's not surprising. We would have definitely known that snowballs were on at this point. So, unfortunately, I can't introduce everybody to snowballs in this seed.
Alright, so what do we have in play? We've got Hot Spring Water Grotto. Actually, no, we can't do Hot Spring Water Grotto. We need an explosive. We just have access
Really
to Hot
don't
Spring.
have much. It's just the song and the 2 checks.
Well, let's see if Mountain Tingle has anything of note.
If this is in fact Lullaby, I do expect to see Woodfall Temple appear, because that would be clearable as long as the boss key's not vanilla inside the dungeon.
To answer your question, chat, Revven just Song of Time, so ran out of just reset away all of his bomb shoes.
But we also don't have explosives currently.
Oh, so we can't even use them, even if we pick them up. Right. This is not Ocarina of Time.
Oh no.
Lullaby.
Oh! Okay.
I don't
this
call this
really-
on. I don't call this on purpose, chat.
There are a few things with this. It could also be that the term of Fieldway is in consideration now for the 3 reds.
That would actually be a good call. I would say probably rush that as soon as you're done checking the Snowhead entrance, if you can. That being said, Revven is still missing magic. Nice bunny hood on the scrub.
We are Overworld Reds.
Overworld Blues is a category, but it's not enabled in this seed. We're gonna get to see that.
Yeah, the observatory soil. What do we got? Nothing. Okay.
Now here's a question: if the rupee value coming out of the soil patch is bigger than red, do they stay? Do they immediately turn to hearts after picking up the first one?
If it's reds, like red rupees, they don't turn to hearts.
They don't turn to hearts. Okay. Because I was thinking like possibly 3 gold rupees coming out. Oh, you can get 3 gold rupees. Okay. Well, too bad since we have no price shuffle, Royal Wallet's not going to be showing up today. Yeah, I think price shuffle or shop sanity turns on Royal Wallet.
Mm-hmm.
Revven's grabbing that land deed again. That time it's going to be used for toilet paper. Because, yeah, there might not be a whole lot stopping us from turning in that ocean title deed. We would only need a Epona Song and Garo Gibdo. And Deku for Logical Zora Mask, but we'll cross that bridge when we get to it.
There is still the other thing. Revven has not done letter to cafe checks, nor has he done town archery.
Did Town Archery have something specific? I can't remember.
I think it was dead.
I thought it was dead too. Alright, we are going to see what is on the tournament field, Gwei. So as you said, this is 3 checks. Alright, well, the blue rupees are nothing.
Oh, only 1 red.
Oh! A Gibdo mask. Sure. Sure, yeah. Lullaby to Gibdo mask. That makes sense. Ghunzor, in the meantime, checking the hit checks of the mask in Stockpot Inn, gets a heart container. That's our first one we've seen today. Alright, Ghunzor dumping the letter to Cafe to Toilet Hand before cycle resetting.
Coil hand is nothing, so...
Oh, that Gibdo mask. And we also found a Mask of Sense in We found that in Ranch, right? Yeah. In Wath Ranch. This could be a problem. It's not likely, but it could be a problem.
I'm very doubtful.
Me too, but even still. You like to imagine it, especially if you're chat.
I think Revven's on pace to last locate this bombers. I don't know if he's thinking about it.
Can cows be shuffled?
Can cows be shuffled? Yes, they can be.
No, no way to find out since we don't have an opponent's song, but... How peculiar.
My guess is this is Woodfall Temple, and its opponent's on the blue orb or something. Like, this just feels like that's what's going on here.
Alright, so Ghunzor's acquired the letter to Cafe. He's going to keep that in his pocket for later.
So, a bit of an introduction to Dungeon ER. As long as you can get to the boss, with hookshot, like with hookshot and bow, you can beat the dungeon. So, if that is the case, then Deku can be locked behind it.
Now, there's only one small key for Woodfall Temple, right?
There is only one small key. And it can, like, it's literally useless in mystery settings for the most part. It's very convenient if you do find it.
Looks like Ghunzor's just going to go ahead and check the letter to Cafe stuff immediately. Alright, what's Revven doing here? Now Revven's doing bombers.
Okay, alright. Heaven's gonna be fine. Might do set up a save scum just in case.
We'd like to welcome the folks joining us from ZSR Maine. You are joining us as we kick off the Zelda Majora's Mask Randomizer Mystery Tournament, and so far, this seat's been pretty good. We've got quite a few heavy-duty settings enabled tonight, including hit checks, chest fairies, crates and barrels, and small keys anywhere.
Oh, right. There's the Mountain Dew. So now that the Mountain Dew, just gonna do Toilet Hand and then do it. And we found nothing. So we have Path to Snowhead Pillar or the dungeon. Take your pick. It's probably the dungeon. I really don't expect this to not just be Dungeon ER for Woodfall Temple at this point, because this is kind of silly. Well, they also have Zora, so it's like really not a problem.
If this
to
is
get
also
into the-
Snowhead Temple, there's a few things they can do without any additional equipment. Not a whole lot, but there's a few things.
Keep in mind, it is Chest Fairy, so almost all the checks are available.
Yeah. The chest fairies is the big one.
Most of these trade items are bait. Just the Moon's Tear wasn't, and the Landeed wasn't. Like, it is so, like, just screaming that it's lullaby that it's not even funny. Like, we also have Hugo. That's the other thing we have.
Mm-hmm.
Now, these two are gonna be pretty even at this point.
Yeah. With Revven getting magic, that's probably sending him straight back to Snowhead Temple.
We could have other nonsense, but I feel that nonsense is not super duper likely. Other than the why are you going back in here?
The shield,
go
the
into
mass kit check, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, 6 hearts should be okay for the rest of the seed. 5 or 6. So I'm pretty sure they're not going to go too crazy about health upgrades for the remainder of the night. Oh yeah, something else we should note. Maps and compasses are all enabled by default too.
It's still gonna be a little bit. They're a little reluctant to chase this lullaby.
Ooh, Ghunzor had a little bit of an emulator hiccup there. Always get a little spooked whenever I see that.
We actually had like a little bit of a running gag that opponent can't be behind a dungeon in Bespoke of all things, but it absolutely can. We have learned this through playing some mystery scenes already, and it's it's something. It's something, all right.
Imagine that being debunked in the first match of the mystery tournament, no less.
Ghunzor is now checking the tournament field. Wait, I think you're a little too far. So we're not seeing Hugo, everybody. Oh,
Yep.
no, it worked. Okay.
I guess the Gwei can just turn around on a dime from a full
Yeah,
stop.
the Gwei could literally just turn around. That's correct. Oh, we also have gossips, man. I hope they don't go for gossips. Like we have dungeon or bad checks. Like,
I would imagine to the runners, a non-full clearable dungeon is also, by extension, a bad check. Although, with chest fairies on, that might not be the case, but even still. Alright,
Did
so
the foolish
Ghunzor...
command not go through?
I guess not. But yeah, the Foolish is our Shrine Pirates Fortress Interior, which is excuse me. Shrine Pirates Fortress Interior and Swamp Spider House items.
I guess we're checking the dungeon out in night 3. It is not that, so and we're gonna have all our wasps blown because of this, and it's gonna lead to opponent on boss blue orb. I can just tell you all that now.
If that's the case, then we're going on a pretty big... We might be going on a casino for a few things. Now, luckily, we already have Oath. So if we're really, really lucky, we won't need Keg and Captain's Hat.
How's the ESR bots having some issues? Alright, I really think this has to be Woodfall Temple or Snowhead Temple, but it feels like... Oh, and there's the ferry.
Right.
Mystery. Nope, drop that. I love Ghunzor's attitude about that check. I
didn't see what happened.
Just shielding after checking it.
Oh, down he goes. At least your respawn points is now in front of the ramp.
If it's Great Bay Temple, all we have available is one check in logic. It's vanilla Snowhead.
Okay.
Are we gonna have the classic fire arrow in here? Yeah, Zora's out of logic.
There's a gilded chest. Looks like a small though. Is that Swamp Title Deed?
Probably another key, or it's pendant. I guess
Lol.
it's not key.
Given that we haven't seen a long quest hint, those are probably disabled.
Yeah, those are probably disabled, even though all we would need for Andrew and Cafe is the Cafe Mask. Keg.
Oh, good grief. Epona's not seriously on vanilla, is it? We got a perfectly in logic Goron mask, so there's no reason we can't use that. Yeah, chat, we've got more shenanigans. I think.
We got Ball Net into Snowhead Temple. There's the boss key. It's in dungeon. So, this is actually one of my settings that I really enjoy. So since boss keys are in dungeon, you're like the dungeons are little like doing the dungeon checks to be your priority at this point. Which means I like if they get thrown into Stone Tower Temple, just do uninverted first. Since it's doing checks as progression.
All right. Well, there's still a handful of checks left in here.
You know, Pono's probably vanilla and ranch.
I think I would agree.
Or if it's on boss blue warp, we've got some really crummy logic here. We could have like fire arrow in
Well, maybe not.
on ranch day 1 soil.
Well, maybe not. Let's see what this is. Not helping video game. Nope. This is gonna probably be a small key. Yep.
This is not Song Sanity. And can Andrew Cafe be enabled in Mystery? Yes, it can.
Yeah.
Specifically, if it is enabled, then the Frog Choir is also enabled.
Yeah, and always hinted as well. That way you at least know.
Leaving. Why are you leaving? I would literally just song a timeout if you don't find anything. And there's also 2 other chests in Logic. Rather, there are 4 other chests in Logic. Rather, not even 4, 5. There are 5 chests remaining. Why you leave?
Good question. Did he find Clocktown Stray Fairy while I wasn't looking? Nope.
No. Cloudtown Stray Fairy would be in a small chest too. So.
Alright, nothing of importance up in that chest. Looks like Revven's headed back to the entrance too.
Which checks were in Logic? Everything that isn't fire locked.
So
Revven's got the Scarecrow song, so like if there's something else in here, that's a kind of a bad mistake from Gun, because there's a lot of stuff in Logic. And you can literally song a time out of here.
Yeah,
so
I think Ghunzor's just thinking about the keg right now, because honestly, that keg looks pretty promising.
And song a timing out of here. If you have to song a time, just song a time out of the dungeon. It saves a lot of time.
Ghunzor might also be thinking about Bank 2, even though it's out of Logic, just because I did notice Ghunzor was pretty close to 400 rupees after that.
Okay. There's another bottle.
Well, there's still a handful of soils left, so that's not going to go unwelcome.
So... Okay, yeah. Revven's doing the back route to get to these other 2 chests here. Then there's the fire arrow chest as well as the other chests here. So yeah, there's still a lot.
These rupees aren't randomized. Alright, well that checks garbage.
Ball's probably gonna be helpful. Also not checking the fire arrow chest. Why are we not checking the fire arrow chest? Okay.
Good question. Oh, Ghunzor's having a little bit of a hard time with these last two. Alright, Sonata, Epona. Healing.
Is this...
Oh no.
Oh, goodness gracious.
You thinking what I'm thinking? I mean,
Do
granted,
gossips and Hugo at this point? I don't give a crap. Wow. That is garbage. If it's Camaro, that is garbage.
I'm not even thinking about Camaro. I'm thinking fire arrows on Pamela if we find Storms next. We still need Epona for that. That would be one heck of a that would be a heck of an opener to mystery.
Now I see why PFI is foolish game. Good lord.
Yeah.
Holy cow, that is some trash. That better not, but I think it's gonna. Ghunzor is not song a double timing right away. I guess check the couples and then song double time. So we have two options for our opponent song. It's either on Boss Blue Warp or it is in Deku Palace. Those are our only two options now. And actually, did Ghunzor check the day one soil?
Nope, Revven is.
Oh no. Ghunzor didn't check Mare either.
And it's a green
rupee. Remember him checking it? Okay.
That was a green rupee anyway.
Yeah, I really do not agree with staying on day. This is... like, make it night, go get Mare, and then do whatever. And accept your fate that potentially you've got progression on Camaro.
Yeah,
which is
can't even
very
heal Macau
nasty.
Yet.
We have no way of going west at all.
Nope. All right, and Darmani gives us a heart piece. I'm excited to see the look to see Revven's look at this. What do you do here? I mean,
do every bad check possible.
Yeah, I mean, there is literally nothing good left.
Like, go check the Mare and then start doing the bad checks. Go do Hugo.
We can't, to answer question, Chad, we can't do Hot Spring Grotto because we don't have an explosive.
We do not have explosives, that's correct. And we have not seen the fire arrow chest, nor have we seen the one chest in the alcove in Snowhead Temple. If fire arrow is vanilla, like, I don't know what to say. Like, oh my goodness. Day one smithy possible? No, we do not have a wallet.
Alright, looks like Revven's gonna check Couple's Mask.
And some of these no opponent start seeds, I swear. Like, I actually played a seed this past week where I had Epona logically gated by spring, where my
Oh
hook
my.
shot was in the spring Keaton bushes, as well as a key because of key logic to get to Epona's song inside Snowhead Temple. It was something, all right.
Oh, jeez. Is Ghunzor using the keg as an improvised explosive for Zoe Grotto?
Yes.
No, nothing of importance there yet. Alright, so Couple's Mask wasn't anything either, so... I mean, what do we have left? Fire Arrow Chest. We can't heal anybody else except Camaro, so we're just waiting out the clock. Looks like Revven's gonna burn some time by going to check Fire Arrow Chest.
I'm so shocked that they bailed. Like, what? Like, if you don't know the pixel shot, that's understandable. But wow. Okay. Like,
Oh, yeah?
it really can be for healing right now for Camaro to get Deku, and that's what the logic is.
Ghunzor's setting up a save here.
Man, these
Gibdo
was also in term of field crit.
Yeah, that Gibdo mask is bothering me a little bit too. Because I mean, that's our Icona access for sure. But we could be looking at a very late Deku mask right now. Deku to Zora could be our Gomo chain at the rate we're going.
So is predicting the double dip. Oh joy.
Oh, hi, Garo mask. Well, Ghunzor doesn't need it. We already have Gibdo.
Yep.
Garo hints are on.
Yes,
but they
Garo hints are on.
But they don't require Garo mask to fight and read. In order to fight the Garo, you just have to respond to Tattle's text trigger.
Can go west with the K.
Oh, that alcove chest is a gilded.
If that's it, I don't know, man. I'm like,
if the keg to healing is bait, I'm gonna giggle a little. Ooh. Ghunzor almost ricocheted off the ledge, but managed to save it. Nicely done.
we have a better chance of Mirror Shield being required here, just from that knowledge.
Yeah, we do. Alright, Fire Arrow chest, here we go. It is not a gilded chest.
Okay, what's in the other chest then? Good question. I actually wasn't even paying attention to that.
Alright, here we go. Alcove chest, what are you? The wallet! Oh no, Smithy won.
Smithy Bane too.
Oh, good grief, we're not done.
Right. Okay.
This is the spice y'all came to see, chat.
Oh, like no opponent start?
Oh yeah, did Ghunzor get to bank 2 at this point? Because I know Ghunzor's been dumping rupees lately.
Revven did bank 2 and it was
Okay.
nothing. So.
Okay, so literally the only thing we could check is Smithy 2. Or Smithy 1, excuse me. Oh, I think Revven's setting gossips up while we're waiting for Camaro. I mean, you might as well. We're burning an hour and a half in-game time, so... no sense in wasting it.
The only thing that isn't lullaby locked is Hugo at this point. Just for the record. Oh my goodness.
If it is Hugo, someone summon Sky Goro immediately.
I really thought this was going to be the French vanilla surprise fire arrow situation, but no, apparently not.
But yeah, we're gonna see gossips, and then that should put Revven right on schedule for Camaro. If Gossip Stones is Deku Mask, then we do at least have that logic chain finally solved, but even still, that's so bad. And Revven's still got an hour to burn here, so he's just gonna go ahead and do Smithy 1. Okay.
Ghunzor shouldn't need to climb this wall again. Ghunzor's trying to think of how to go in here first. Oh, try to do this out of logic?
Oh, I see. Hit the ice block from the torch.
Can hot spring water be used for fire checks logically? No, it cannot.
Yeah, that fire hitbox is too high. It's not connecting. Can you successfully do that though from up here? If it's like, I assume it has to be like almost pixel perfect.
Are we dipping out again?
Ghunzor, you forgot the... oh dear. Oh no, Ghunzor has the wallet. Never mind, never mind.
No, it
Oh
doesn't.
wait, no. I thought I saw 3 digits on the rupee count. I was looking at Revven's, good grief. Okay, Revven's
Why
getting the
are
double
we-
hot spring water.
Why are we dipping out a second time?
Oh, don't tell me Ghunzor looked at the chest and thought it was wooden. Now, granted, if this is nothing, Ghunzor gets bailed out, but... I mean, what else do we have left? Healing Camaro and Gossip Stones.
Really one.
Alright, is it really a Keg W seed?
Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Is this a Banks 3 Deku mask right here?
I'm sorry, I'm having too much fun.
This is a Banks 3 situation. This is
In fact, that's exactly why Ghunzor just killed the Dodongos again. Boy, too bad none of those soils were silver rupees.
Did Revven not check the... Wait, what was on All Night Mass Purchase? I thought we
All
saw...
Night Mass Purchase was junk, but I don't think Revven checked the big bomb bag.
Oh.
I don't think Ghunzor did either, for that matter.
Okay.
That being said, they should be in the Curiosity Shop on night... Are they in night 1 or night 2? Night 2, right? Yeah. So for Revven, this is going to be Giant Wallet. And then we're going to have many questions. To answer your question, Chad, Bank 3 is 1,000 rupees. Thankfully, it is not 5,000, like it is in vanilla.
There's rushing Bank 2. All that's left is Smithy 1. We haven't seen Gossip's completed. Bank 3 and Hugo. How's the gang holding up? This seed is really something, and by something I mean no Epona start and very bad spot that locks Epona. Which I actually really don't like seeds like this. I really don't. It's like, oh
like-
my goodness.
Yeah, like this seed started out pretty. Chad brings up a great point. Like the seed started pretty reasonable. Like we got Goron on a soil, we got bow, we got hookshot. We followed our watts. Everything was fine. Now we're getting into this. We're railroaded into either Deku Mask, Fire Arrows, or Epona song. And for the Zora is currently locked by Deku 2 because it's on the Taurus Center roof, logically.
And skip Smithy 1.
Oh, yep, Ghunzor just blew by Smithy 1. Oh dear. Alright, Smithy 1 is a red rupee.
I think it's Bank 3. I think it's Bank 3.
It's either Bank 3 or Hugo.
Yes, Zora's on the swamp roof, and it's behind a bunch of BS, apparently.
Yeah, because, yeah, so right now, our current chain is Goron Mask gets us to Goron Village, which is a Wath. Village gave us Lullaby, which got us into Vanilla Snowhead Temple, so Dungeon ER is off, we think. That got us Keg for healing.
So the landing is on the South Clock Town heart piece, by the way. It's literally just sitting there. Like, that's... Like, this thing is just complete nonsense right now.
Oh, it's great.
Yeah, and the train is a bait litter to cafe. Like, this thing is has hit spots on, and we have Swan Spider House items and Pirate's Fortress Interior Foolish with hit spots on.
Yeah,
Which is due to this nonsense situation. I was a little concerned earlier. Go ahead.
Yeah, and on top of that, the Foolishes in general are pretty A+ today, because not only did we get that PFI Foolish, we got Shrine Foolish, and we're still looking for Light Arrows, so that's actually not a bad Foolish since we're missing for something other than Light Arrows. Number 1. Number 2, we've got Swamp Spider House items ruled out Foolish. And that's another really powerful. I think Ghunzor might actually just be spamming the Silver Rupee from the Lockdown Straw Roof. Because, yeah, is there a more efficient way to get money right now? I don't think so.
Curry farming since you have Ice Arrow.
Yeah, it's a curry. That's about it. Because, yeah, Ghunzor's gotten that Silver Rupee like 3 times now.
I think Revven's gonna do finish out Gossips now. And, let's see what we can do from here.
The curry is scary. Already got away with Ghunzor's bottle once today.
If it's on Gossips, this is not as bad as it being on Bake 3. But, well, honestly, it's still very bad.
There's Deku.
It's on Gossips. Great.
So, yeah, the chain was literally solved after Lullaby. So far as we're concerned, this entire keg chain is bait. Alright, so now Deku's in Logic, Zora's in Logic, Deku Palace is probably our next stop. By the way, we're still looking for fire and light arrows. That Lullaby has been paying its money in gold so far. Because what else did that give? That gave us, what was on the Gwei? It was a unique item at the very least. Gibdo.
Alright,
Arcana
Gibdo.
access. Yeah, like, Revven doesn't know it yet, but he's pulled ahead with this. Finally reaching the end of the railroad. What is that over there? Green rupee? Yeah.
So, I'm a little concerned if we don't see Epona here. If we see any other song, I'm a little concerned.
I mean, it could be Sonata. Could totally be Sonata. Okay, it's not.
okay. All right, it's fine now.
Okay, so it was literally just lullaby to gossips to Epona. Thanks, game.
Yeah, that's
That's not nearly as funny. I mean, still, it's pretty funny. Oh, bad Deku pattern. Halt, yeet. I just realized, since Pirate's Fortress Interior is foolish, we already know what's on the. We aren't gonna get to see what's on the chest that was guarded by bees. You know what's worse? We might still have to do eggs after all this. And, you know, what's even worse from that is we've burned all of our watts. I would say now, here's what sometimes hints are left that we can actually make good use of, though.
I say go east, go to Graveyard.
Yeah, because you get Graveyard, you get some of Icona. You know Shrine's dead already. You can check the Gibdo, the Garo sometimes hints. So Mask of Sense is dead. Considering we just found 2 wallets.
Fire Arrow. Now he can beat Snowhead.
Oh, good grief. It was just chilling right there in Deku House, right behind Deku Mask.
It's open, but it's...
PF is open, but PFI is foolish. Unless it's done. We're not convinced it's Dungeon ER. It could still be, but it's pretty unlikely. Oh yeah, chat brings up a good point. With fire, now we can rush Egos. And that Mirror Shield was in a Wath term in a field, so it could be... Oh, but if Mirror Shield's in a Wath term in a field and Egos gives us Storms...
I wouldn't leave just the density behind in Graveyard is the thing.
Oh yeah,
that's 12 checks, but after you complete the dungeon.
Yeah, I think Graveyard first, then Egos. We're still gonna see what's on Hugo at least. I swear, if this is light arrows or explosives, Gamzat would be pretty funny too. Nope. That is the lousiest Uber tip I've ever seen. Not Uber, sorry, Grubhub. I mean, Uber does have Uber Eats, so technically it could be Uber. Alright, so Revven's gonna at least push Woodfall, hit the owl statue, check the ferry, and then probably is gonna bust out of here. Ghunzor took a selfie. Oh, here's a big chest in Woodfall. Bow. Thanks, game. Thanks a bunch. We might be able to get away without explosives this seed.
Oh. Going for
Revven.
the one shot, the fairy.
Yeah. Alright, what does the Snowhead Fairy have this time? Not Snowhead, Woodfall, good grief. Green Rupee. We have sound check and logic. Oh boy. We've had that Romani's mask ever since Bo was in play. That's probably going to be saved for a night, though, because right now Revven's time doesn't angle up. Revven might check that after this.
Fire arrows were in Deku Palace.
They were in the Bean Daddy soil patch. Ghunzor's having some trouble here. He's double checking tingles and everything. Tingle is really scary today. Ghunzor's gonna try and farm cash for Bank 3. Ooh, Takuri with the jukes. Get down, Mr. Takuri. That bat definitely just played Savior there. Temporarily. Alright, Ghunzor's heading to Gossips, finally connecting the dots here. He is not going to be happy. Jeez, like, what have we found in the last hour besides Deku Mask? Like, almost nothing. Like, after Keg, we were, like, on a half-hour, 40-minute, like... We actually practically stopped. That's what happens when you don't do your Gossip Stones checks, folks. Crazy, stupid things like this happen.
I think prioritizing dungeons is probably the way to go. To emphasize this, this seed has boss keys anywhere inside dungeons, like inside their own dungeon. So, because let's gotta redo that. Yeah, dungeons are really good. Prioritize them over anything.
Especially with chest fairies enabled too. Like, what could even be on, like, what would the best song be after Boss Blue Warp? It could actually be pretty much anything. Besides Storms,
and it would pretty much anything.
And it would be pretty good. Because we can get to Stone Tower Temple without light arrows, no problem with this equipment.
Indeed.
So it could be Elegy, it could be New Wave, it could be for a full clearable Great Bay Temple, it could be Sonata for a very easy Woodfall Temple.
In addition, we also have Keg Castle, so I think Keg Castle's probably a good thing to try to do.
Yeah, if this is Elegy especially, yeah. Alright, Ghunzor just past the 153.5 mark is gonna get the end of this railroad logic that actually was a lot earlier than those wallets to receive Deku Mask.
This was pretty ugly.
Yep, there's the shield spamming. I was literally just about to comment on how Goat seems to be having Stormtrooper accuracy right now, and Revven gets shocked immediately after. Game making me eat my words before I even say them. Yeah, Revven's having a pretty nasty goat fight here. Ooh, that was a direct hit. Yeah, we are really offensive starved right now. We've got no explosives, no FD, no sword upgrades. You know, considering this is Deku Palace and bark is also a term for wood, this is an appropriate tune.
What are the settings? We have, it was not Sanctuary, hit spots on, overworld reds on, and chest fairies, and no opponents start, and yeah. So we get Sonata right there.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Alright, off to Woodfall, and Boat Archery's dead. Thanks, game. Yep, Rush Donjons. Isn't that the term people use these days?
We got small keys anywhere. And then boss keys are in dungeon. That's the other thing. Overall, like fairly tame. Just the progression is is pretty bad. You're forced into gossip here, so it's not good.
Yeah, and it doesn't help that there's still a big bait chain for Bank 3. Like, for all we know, Bank 3 could still have light arrows. And good thing we know that letter to Mama's foolish.
Did Ghunzor autopilot out?
Without picking up fire? Probably. And finally, only took 2 hours, but we finally have power from springtime.
Yeah, the other setting is soil, so it's soil in the Bean Grotto is your fire arrows. There are bugs in there, so you should know that that's a thing. More combat behind Go. Okay, game.
Okay. Alright, what's this chest? Not another sword upgrade, unfortunately. Keg trial, anybody? Yeah, that's exactly where Revven's going.
Ghunzor might have realized. I'll see if he goes back. He noticed, so these two have been playing fairly defensively.
Want to get a green rupee for beating this keg trial? No, thank you. That being said, Goron Racetrack is perfectly in play.
Ghunzor's going back. He'll get the fire arrows then. Just realized late that was probably autopilot. Are you gonna buy a keg, Revven?
No, this is a Shiro check.
Well, if I'd say if you're going, you should get a keg.
Oh yeah, for Keg Castle. Makes sense.
Boss Can Dungeon, I really think you should prioritize your dungeons before anything.
Ooh, Ghunzor checked the wrong soil patch. Hopefully he's gonna go for the Bean Daddy one next. That doesn't look like heading towards the Bean Daddy soil. Alright, let's see what Shiro has to say. We've only just gotten this put into play thanks to Epona. We've had everything else necessary for this for ages. I assume because songs are not shuffled or in your usual shuffle that Soaring Statue is just garbage all the time, or is a recovery heart all the time.
Mm-hmm. When it's song sang, then the soaring statue is something. Okay.
Alright. I feel like my brain's gonna start melting soon with all the random sound effects that... Oh, no!
Hi there, Cafe Mask.
You're only needed for one check right now since Letter to Mama's been ruled out.
There's a Keaton Mask.
Okay, that's not nearly as bad as Cafe Mask, but even still. Sonata does give us Kita, so that can also explain why Revven's going here. What landed on the top of the, light?
Oh.
Oh, silver.
Yeah, that was the silver that landed up there.
Alright, Kita's dead. By the way, we can't get into Graveyard Grotto.
He sure can't.
Not without another improvised keg. The magic jar and the lantern probably came from a crate.
Dungeon pots are off.
Like, in vanilla, rather. Because I'm pretty sure some crates do give full give magic decanters.
Revven's gonna check some Garrow hints. We have Garrow hints on. They're gonna hit some things. Like some extra sometimes, like hinted stuff.
Alright, here's our first one. Oh, nice Ranch Day 1 soil hint. Thanks, game.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we can finally turn in that mountain title deed now too.
Oh, we sure can.
Fisherman's is a GBT small key.
Okay, that's just funny. So that's locked behind the beating Great Bay Temple. That's just funny.
That's pretty good.
your reminder that shrine is in fact foolish.
There's a total of, what, 6 Garrow hints?
There's
Oop.
way more than that.
I'm sorry, what, was that even a hitbox?
Yeah, the hitbox for that is kinda not great.
I mean, I know the N64 is known for having janky hitboxes, but even still. Well, looks like Ghunzor's following suit here, but without fire arrows or Sonata in tow. All
Look
right.
in this fairy fountain.
Ooh.
That's actually convenient before going to the full temple.
Not punished, I guess?
I think they both have 2 stone tower keys.
Did Revven just get
Because-
yeeted off the ramp?
What?
Darmani's a piece of heart. Thanks, game.
What's this? This is...
Gorman Brothers is the stone mask. Thanks, game. We actually don't need that.
I think that was most likely sound check.
Oh, Gorman. I thought... Oh, it might have been.
Yeah, it says if it says Gorman, then that's sound check.
Okay, so soundcheck is dead. My bad. Oh,
Got a
something
big
in
chest
shrine
here.
chest.
Another bottle for your troubles.
Ghunzor is picking up a blue potion for, well... Alright, now Revven's busting out.
Doing Gorman Bros. Yeah, are we really not doing dungeons right now? I really don't agree with this. It's...
Where's the door? There it is.
It's just with Poskies in dungeon, you have to hunt them. That's the problem. So it's like I know Ghunzor can't, but Revven can. And, like doing dungeon checks are literally progression when this happens. So it's like, yeah, Gun missed the fire arrow. I'm pretty sure the fires are very likely locking all the temple completion at this point, unless if it's like
Oh, Ghunzor's getting sandwiched.
unless if lights are just like chilling around somewhere, but I'm really thinking Elegy's probably vanilla considering this situation, and if that's the case, it really could just be fire arrows lock everything.
Yeah, it's
Like-
looking good for that.
Yeah, like Sonata on Boss Blue Orb is really telling of that. So missing fire arrow like at all is bad, but fire arrow seemed pivotal to actually making progress and like further.
On the flip side, though, if that is the case for fire arrows, then Ghunzor is going to be railroaded into them sooner. Assuming he, of course, remembers that it is on the soil patch, or remembers the soil patch is there.
But now that you have Epona, there's so much other stuff you can do.
Yeah, unfortunately, that is a big problem.
And since he made the conscious decision to not go for it, or he's not gonna come back to it. That I think that like that decision right there, like potentially like thinking he's behind or something.
Alright, Revven's gonna pick up. This was, yeah, Ocean Deed. Revven's gonna turn that in, head back to Icona. I would laugh a little bit if the Mountain Deed ended up being our answer, because we've had that in our pocket literally since the start of the game. Because it was on North Clocktown Tree. I'll be right back.
Okay, so just a recap. We got ball net early on into Gossips with a heck of a lot of bait, which is fantastic, fan-freaking-tastic. And we're just missing lights and maybe Captain's Hat. It's a 50-50 on whether or not we need Captains, and I'm pretty sure we probably do. Revven is going to Woodfall Temple here. Where are our bombs? I have no idea. That is relevant because if we have access to Elegy, we logically need bombs to proceed if lights are behind anywhere but the first chest in SCT. So we do. Explosives are gonna be handy if we find them. Like, once we find them, like they shouldn't be foolish in this, unless if lights are like somewhere silly.
So if we found anything of note in Woodfall Temple or well?
I haven't seen anything in the well just yet. Quite a bit to that we can, like, there's still the entirety of right side well. I think Ghunzor's doing this because he thinks he's behind.
Yeah, because he already knows he's way behind from the Gossip Stone kerfuffle. Which, I mean, that's still a lousy check, but even still. Yeah, if we can just find light arrows, we're in business. The Deku Princess is very concerned about Ghunzor's health right now.
Oh no. Well, it's not like the worst thing, but not the best thing for that. I would have done a respawn. Also, we still don't have bombs.
Oh, here we go. There's finally something in Woodfall Temple. That took way longer than it needed to. Thanks, Seedbot. We finally have an explosive. Only
Okay.
took 2 hours and 13 minutes.
we got a blast mask for our first explosive in Woodfall Temple.
Only took 133 minutes.
So that, of note, that blast mask now opens Ocean Spider House for the hit spots there.
Oh yeah, those haven't been ruled out yet.
So the boss key, however, it is either vanilla or it's on the boat chest. Well, there's one other chest. I don't think Revven did the chest in the main room.
Easy way to find out. Just peek through the cage here.
You can peek this one. Though, if you go in here and you haven't done the bow chest, it's not worth touring to leave. If you do the bow chest first, then you can just peek it and then soar out.
I think it's a big chest. Not a key chest, but I think it's a gilded chest.
Not the boss key.
I think at least. Oh, it is the boss key.
Oh, yeah, vanilla boss key here. Okay.
Oh, I guess you can't be too mad about that. Tingle has had absolute garbage this entire seed, like literally just rupees. Calm down, Deku Princess. Link will get a heart in a minute.
Like, especially of note, if you aren't in Go and you're missing one item and you still got, if you have Stone Tower Temple access, just go there when you have a boss key in dungeon like this. Like, you need to get those checks sorted out to find the boss key. I've hit Go mode a couple times doing that when I had boss key in dungeon.
And we should note for those who might just be a little new to the mysteries that or MMR in general is that keys do stay with you when you go back in time.
In mystery, the toggle for that is turned on, so the keys will stay with you. All of the keys will stay with you.
That is a heart piece on Clifford. Okay,
There's
yeah,
the
Gorman
second
possesses.
one.
Yeah, that makes sense now. I thought it said Gorman Bros because I couldn't read it fast enough.
Yeah, it's a little interesting to see a Gorman Bros hint because that's normally associated for Blitz, where that's hinted. So
All right, well, here's our Pirate's Fortress exterior. This has only just been put into Logic 2 thanks to Epona.
yeah, we got a big chest
There we go.
and another bottle. So
I mean, we might need that. You know, for all we know, we still have to do eggs.
yeah.
By the way, we had no power about 15 minutes ago. Boss dead. Alright, that chest is garbage. Old Dawa had money. Oh, Ghunzor got caught. Halt! Yeet!
Yeah, that's unfortunate right there.
Alright, Revven's thinking about it. It's gonna pull out the Keaton mask and check that real quick. Also, obligatory there's always a bottle in Pirate's Fortress reminder. PFI is foolish, but the sewers and exterior have not been ruled out.
Because you have barrels turned on, there are barrels at the end of sewers, so just do sewers first. If you ever have to do the end checks in sewers with pots or barrels, go just do sewers front to back. Like it's the only efficient way of doing it because of the gate in the middle.
Alright, Keaton quiz was a green rupee. Revven's gonna use Blast Mask for Zoe Grotto. That's a green rupee in the cage. Alright, this barrel in the back contains a heart piece. I guess that was nothing.
Gun?
Oh, it's Circus Leader.
The circuits here, okay.
Yeah, we don't need that.
It was hard to tell from his vantage for me.
Unfortunately, those pots are not shuffled. Ooh, accidentally picking up the green rupee. Alright, so Revven's sword back to Clocktown is heading in the direction of Great Bay.
Yeah, I would just do eggs and buy a keg.
That might be what both runners are thinking about doing right now. Revven's definitely going to be thinking about eggs. No one's checked Cape, interestingly.
Hey, don't blame anyone for not checking Cape yet. The powder keg.
Nice extended magic.
Alright. Okay, sure. That is in fact not magic locked, okay.
Hang on, I'm thinking this through.
You don't need
No,
magic
yeah, it's not.
to get that, yeah.
Because, yeah, because nothing in Snowhead... Sorry. Nothing in Snowhead Temple, Nothing in Snowhead Temple past Lullaby was part of the chain leading to Deku.
Mm-hmm. It's just Lullaby to get Deku off Gossip, so yeah, that's not magic locked. It does look like Revven is gonna go and check the hit spots in here.
Yeah, it's new information more than anything else, but Ghunzor is just going to be able to blitz right through this, courtesy of knowing it's foolish. That's a lot of bomb chews and a Don Garo mask that's useless.
Just some rupees.
I'm sure Revven's not going to say no to those either, considering that he's probably thinking about paying 500. That's a Bremen mask.
And not opting to check the Ocean Spire house chest.
Well, I guess we are going to see guards getting chased away by bees. Forgot about the whole eggs kerfuffle. Oh yeah, like those 2 barrels that Ghunzor just passed, those would be checks, right?
No, those barrels don't have anything.
Oh. Oh, but all
PFI
these...
doesn't have any barrel checks. There are pots and... Okay, alright, sure. The recovery hearts are also shuffled, and I did not even notice.
Oh. Huh. I couldn't see what the item on the right side of that sequence was, though. I thought it might have been another bottle.
Oh, we did
But-
see a recovery heart earlier?
Bomber's notebook? Okay. Makes sense. Would have been nice if it was another bottle, though. Especially if we're doing eggs.
Okay, so here's... Revven's gonna check this soil.
Revven's actually going to get a bit of a speed boost here, because he's going to get a 4th bottle in PFI. I don't remember what... Ghunzor's missing the red potion bottle. I don't remember which bottle that one... where that bottle came from.
That was, Canyon Grotto. He did not do Canyon Grotto.
That's the one.
That's why I like doing the whole Zora jump thing, is if you want to go to well, go do Canyon Grotto first and learn how to do the Zora jump that a few of us know how to do.
Alright, so Revven's checking Clifford's soil patch here. I don't think Ghunzor checked this. Well, if he did, it was a green rupee, rather. Folks, this is a light arrow casino. Welcome to one of the most painful things you have to deal with in Majora's Mask Randomizer. Alright, now Ghunzor is going to clear Pinnacle Rock. Interestingly, didn't take a photo for seahorses. I don't think.
Oh. Yeah, we're still missing Captain, so it's not Wire Casino until they find that.
I guess that's fair. Even still, light arrows don't lock a whole heck of a lot, and we do still need them. I mean, there's probably not a whole lot keeping us out of Stone Tower Temple by now.
If eggs is nothing, Rush Keg Castle. I think it's the next play if eggs is nothing.
Well, at least extended magic makes this a little less painful.
Yeah, in Ghunzor's position, I don't even know what you do after eggs. I think you gotta keep checking other stuff.
I think Ghunzor's just going to check Cape and Hall, because I'm pretty sure they both have the mountain title deeds in their pocket.
Oh, Mountain Title D was in North Clocktown.
Yeah, that should have been free. If they did pick it up on the cycle, and even then they could just pick it back up. It's gonna take like 20 seconds tops. No, Revven does not. That being said, Revven does not have the mountain title deed in his inventory.
The big
Oh,
chest
there we go.
here.
There we go.
Okay.
Revven's gonna fall right into those in a minute. Now comes the million-dollar question. Do we need Captain's Hat? But yeah, I think Revven's definitely in a position to take this race, I would say. Unless we're in a Captain's Hat casino, then it becomes who finds it first. Assuming Ghunzor finds Fire Arrow in the process, but...
Yeah, that Bio might be problematic.
yeah, this is currently This currently has the chance to be have fun full clearing the game looking for Captain's Hat mode.
Yeah, that light arrow might be problematic for Ghunzor right here.
Yeah, because that would send him into Stone Tower Temple without fire arrows.
It really depends on if this is elegy on eggs, that is very problematic.
To answer your question, chat, fire arrows was on the Bean Daddy soil.
And then of course it's on the fire arrow check for the boss key in Stone Tower Temple because you don't have fire arrows.
What would make it a Captain's Hat casino if eggs is, if anything, any remaining song checks or storms that isn't
If
Composer
we
grade.
find storms from our 2 remaining song checks, it's a Captain Hat casino. We just need Captain's Hat.
But yeah, we may be able to get away without it, but that being said, if that is the case, then we would still have to do eggs. And granted, in Revven's case, this is a 4-bottle eggs, which isn't too bad.
So the first thing that I will say is that we're not gonna learn. We'll only learn once we see egos from Revven. If eggs ends up being required.
I would laugh if it is Storms on Egos to Captain's Hat on Pamela. I mean, it's incredibly unlikely, but it could still happen. Meanwhile, on Ghunzor's side, Super Link away! And then the pirate comes in. Who's that dumb kid that just hookshotted right past me? Alright, that being said, Revven's just going to be cycling through the same stuff that Ghunzor is doing, so we have a couple of minutes to kind of cool off a bit here. That being said, Revven just decided to get speed kicked out to get to an egg faster. And check the barrels, which is going to net extended magic.
I'm surprised he's doing back. Mostly because you well going to climb that ladder is the thing. That's why I personally prefer not to do it. But I don't know, we probably could like talk about it a little bit. Okay, moment of truth. Number 1. Start the cutscene, Ghunzor.
Alright, so is Egg Storms, do we need Captain's Hat, or is it something else? And it's probably going to send Ghunzor away from fire arrows even more. Yeah, that's pretty much worst case scenario for Ghunzor.
Well, okay. Yeah, that's he's not getting those fire arrows.
Yeah, we're gonna have to file that one under hard oops. Yeah, Revven's almost done clearing out the sewers. I still can't believe that whole keg chain to healing from Snowhead Temple was a bust. Nice dawn of the final day cutscene. Oh no, Macau's still lying on the ground. Good, the game doesn't yeet him back out to sea. The tide takes him again.
The game only would send him back if you didn't have the cutscene start. Once the cutscene starts, it's just put there if something happens, but then that's a method of skipping the cutscene when it's like in the vanilla game where that cutscene's longer than King Zora moving.
Yeah.
Appreciate the speed ups in Majora's Mask Randomizer. Like, that one in particular is a really good speed up. Okay, we're gonna see some stuff in Cape.
Yeah, there's a good number of checks here. There's beavers. We can pretty well, besides Ghunzor can't clear stage lights, but everything else at Hall is pretty much doable. That being said, Revven would have to go back and get Mount Title Deed.
So, trying to think of what's gonna happen next. Really just gotta wait for Revven to finish out eggs.
Yeah, I mean, he's going to finish him out in a minute. I can't imagine him doing 4 bottle eggs PF and then just skipping PR. Especially with a good picture of a pirate in his pocket. Alright, what does Evan the band leader have for us today? What is that, a bean? Alright, has this mountain title deed we've had in our pocket the whole game usable? No, it is not.
Alms. Okay.
What is up here? Yeah, it's
That
bean.
is a bean.
Is that our first logical bean?
We had access to beans since we had access to Riku Palace. So it doesn't matter.
That's fair.
At this point, I'm concerned that our bombs, like, since lights are actually available, I don't think we even need bombs.
I don't think so either. But yeah, Revven's about to get light arrows here.
You'll
So-
also see what's on seahorses.
Unhinted seahorses, I might add. How efficient would it be to grind rupees via the Zorang pots here?
Pretty, like, they're not like the worst, but they're not the best either.
Not consistently.
Hmm.
Fair enough. Whoops. I don't think Ghunzor meant to drop... Well, maybe Ghunzor did mean to drop down and check the like. Maybe saw the chest up top already. Vanilla heart piece and the like.
Gosh, if this really comes into life, I'm just gonna say I'm sorry. Oh, and this is gonna hurt a little bit too, just seeing this bottle here.
Yeah, because Ghunzor would have loved this bottle 20 minutes ago.
Save about like a small amount of time. Not even a small amount. We'll just skip the PF trip. Where was Blastmass from again? It was in Woodfall Temple, so... If Stone Tower Temple is beatable without the fire arrow check locking the boss key, he'll be able to get to Woodfall Temple.
Oh yeah, via the exit way from...
But
Just
because he'll be able to do boss blue warp, and that's where
Sonata is, yeah.
Sonata is, yeah.
That would send him back in the direction of Bean Daddy, too. Might help him fall into fire arrows. Alright, Seahorses is the Swamp Title D. Finally we are D%.
So weird use of bottles, okay.
Looks like Ghunzor's gonna check the soil patches and the inverted... Well, actually, we can't... Yeah, the soil patches and the inverted stone tower chests. Aren't there some overworld reds here, too? Or am I imagining things? Oh, wait, this isn't overworld reds.
These are scarecrow pots here, technically.
That's what I'm thinking of. I'm thinking of those from the weekly 2 Saturdays ago. Meanwhile, Seed Bot masquerading as Majora laughing at everybody over how this seed's been playing out.
Yeah, when you randomize sound effects, the reduds can be very loud, and it's definitely what's going on here. Because where the scarecrow pots are, where you're normally supposed to use the scarecrow to get off all those pots, the reduds are on the left side. So they're actually a little annoying to deal with. I try to not use Garo, Gibdo, or Captains to make them start dancing. And so I'll do for Revven. So now we're gonna get the real moment of truth of whether or not Revven's gonna be in go mode here.
Or we need to look everywhere for Captain's Hat.
Indeed.
Well, at least we don't have to do Keg Castle. So, nobody punished for skipping out on a keg. Revven is still checking Garrow hints too, which is fine by me.
I was just checking this one specifically.
Oh, Darmani again. Thanks, game.
Guess I'll do more. Thinking might not be over yet. Well, we'll see. Beavers
is
nothing. Alright, now he's... So, another thing to note about Garrow hints, once you beat Egos, they all give the same hint. Just so people are aware of that.
interesting. Is it a different hint than the ones we've seen to this point?
Yes. It also changes the Garrow Master's hint, and the Garrow Master in SCT also has a hint in when Garrow hints are on. And that hint will also change.
And then he laughs at you for needing to have it.
A great fairy sword.
Okay, thanks for saving us the trouble of having to go get all the stray fairies and just placing it right in the front door. Oh, here's another chest with giant mask. Well, yeah, Ghunzor still doesn't have FD because of no fire arrows or no snowhead temp, no springtime.
Gosh, if it really is the fire arrow chest, I swear I'm too. I would feel so bad.
All right, Egos is New Wave Bossa Nova. We do not need to find Captain's Hat. Revven is in go mode. Not a whole lot left on his to-do list, thankfully. Now, how bad would the key logic need to be right now for Revven to be slowed down by small keys?
Not at all. They both have two. I think the second one still isn't marked for Stone Tower Temple for Revven.
Oh yeah, Revven definitely did pick up the first Snowhead's, not Snowhead, Stone Tower Temple small.
They were too early before they got gossips done.
To answer your question, chat, go mode is when the runners have everything they need to finish the seed and they no longer need to be checking anything else. They just need to complete the main game objectives to finish up, which is exactly what Revven's going to be doing now.
Yeah, well, the funny thing is that we did also get the hint that Fisherman game had the Great Bay Small Key. So,
yeah. I guess that's fair.
That also would tell you that you don't need it.
I forgot Great Bay Temple only has one small key.
Hold on. I guess it could still be that Great Bay and Stone Tower Temple are shuffled, and it's like, well, thanks.
That'd be one heck of a last-second dungeon ER. Oh, hey, look, there's a Stone Tower Temple key.
Yep. Oh, so yeah, there's not going to be any key problems. You only need one key max just to get to the back here. There's another big chest.
Okay, so Revven has already got 2 small keys, so yeah. We're not key locked out of anything at this point. That triangle of rupees is pretty much the key indicator there. That dungeon rupees are not shuffled at all. Revven isn't going straight to... Oh, yeah, I guess because looking for the boss key. Makes sense. Yeah, no sign of the boss key. In before it's on Gomez. Like, what is the point? That would be 2 vanilla boss keys.
If it's on Gomez, I think that's pretty bad. But
Yeah, that's not good.
now, did I literally curse this?
The chest I currently guard yields a green rupee.
Okay. Ghunzor, oh my gosh.
What's up?
Okay, we're just gonna skip Thin Bridge, I suppose. If that's the boss key, that's a really bad mistake.
I'm sorry, Sin Bridge?
Thin Bridge. The chest that you hit the crystal switch to spawn in inverted. You can hit that in uninverted with a bomb or a well-timed jump slash.
Thin Bridge. Okay, thank you. Sorry.
Yeah, Thin Bridge. Like, that's it. I really don't know what to say. Like, you really should not skip that in this situation.
Well, there's another... I think that was another gilded chest. No, never mind. I guess not. Oh, never mind. That was wooden.
It's probably gonna be a little bit, folks. We do have to. There are so many chests in here.
Hopefully it isn't uninverted and we can just move on soon after, but... Not there.
Well, oh my gosh, I'm sorry. I just realized since he doesn't have bombs still,
Ghunzor can't even check that bridge.
Yes.
Ugh.
Whether it's not that he can't check it, you can still hit it. I don't know if he knows how.
Well, we're seeing those soil patches and beans that Ghunzor stockpiled earlier being put into play finally.
Whoops.
Oh. Yeah, that's an oops.
I thought I dropped the other bug, but that's actually worse.
I was about to say, why would you drop 2 bugs there for a second? But, well, guess we're not finding out what's in Inverted Stone Tower. At least not yet. Looks like Ghunzor's just going back to grab some water. Don't know why he's getting another bean, though.
Either. Okay, so what's Thin Bridge? It's a big chest, it's not the Bosky, so he's fine in that regard. So it's looking like
Ghunzor's been having some trouble with Elegy today.
Elegy's not hard unless if you play Majora's Mask 3D and try to play it ridiculously fast, and then it's a pain in the butt. I'm saying that from experience.
Fair enough. I didn't get past Woodfall Temple in 3D. I just didn't get around to finishing it. There's 2 big chests. This does not help. What could even these be? I mean, well, there's that.
Oh, there it is. It's the Death Armor's chest. There's the bomb bag for Ghunzor.
It's about time. Here's the other soil patch, too. Watch this be another bomb bag. Oh. Alright, so Revven's immediately double time to Dawn of the Final Day, rather. He's gonna do Snowhead, not Snowhead, good grief, I keep getting my temples that start with an S mixed up. Yeah. He's gonna do Stone Tower Temple and then probably double time to Night 3 at the point of starting Great Bay. But yeah, at least we don't have to make a pit stop at Gomez. Ghunzor is nowhere near Death Armos right now either, so... Ooh, too far. Actually, not far enough. It's bad enough that you miss the jump, but you have to land on mines as you void out. That's just adding injury to insult.
And Revven's gonna do the Igor snipe from below.
Yeah, infinite magic makes this pretty much a cakewalk.
And does it really well, so.
Helps
And
that
you get
that's...
a big chest to boot. So
Yeah, that just makes this free.
hookshot the big chest to get across. What if that's another bomb bag?
The Igor chest?
Yes.
I mean, you say that. Oh, there's another bottle. And that chest is garbage, so...
It's what a bottle of gold does, so it's not worth collecting at all. Happy 3 hours. Be finishing once Revven does Great Bay Temples. Still has to find the boss key in there. So you have to still do checks in Great Bay Temple.
Yeah, luckily it won't be too long. Hopefully the big key is just chilling in the chest in front of the turtle, and then we're just done here.
Mm-hmm. In the meantime, I'm gonna be right back momentarily. I gotta go use the restroom.
Sure. Alright, meanwhile, Revven is going to go ahead and FD Twin Mold. Ooh, Twin Mold is not cooperating with Revven. Got a bit of a targeting misclick there by the looks of it. Wow, Twin Mold has been real uncooperative with Revven. A good thing he's got infinite magic for this. Oh, is definitely low on health though. Needs to be a little careful. Alright, Ghunzor has the boss key. Oh, that was a little bit spooky, but Revven managed to take care of Twin Mold before too long. So yeah, now Revven's going to go ahead and double time to Night 3, beat Great Bay Temple, and that should be GG.
Mm-hmm. And I'm back.
Alright, well, Ghunzor has the boss key, but he's still full clearing Stone Tower Temple looking for things.
So Ghunzor will be able to get to Woodfall Temple from here, but we'll probably not find fire arrows before Revven finishes at this rate.
Yeah, Ghunzor's gonna full clear Woodfall Temple first before going back towards Deku Palace for any reason. Especially just because why would you go to Deku Palace for what could possibly be perceived as something that's already been full cleared?
Ghunzor's gonna have a harder twin mold fight to boot.
Yeah, not the doesn't have the benefit of the FD.
Or fire arrows.
Yeah,
Either.
so blue twin mold's gonna be a pain in the backside. But yeah, Revven's in position to finish up here. Or to get the time of day right at the end of the dungeon. Aww. I thought for sure that was the big key chest for a second. Would have been funny.
Oh, definitely.
Alright, so down goes one twin mold for Ghunzor. Yeah, I think in Revven's mind, because he was very late to Deku Mask, and since he almost practically last location Deku Mask, he's probably sweating right now just because you've last location Deku Mask. It certainly took a while to get to Light Arrows, but your opponent still hasn't finished yet. So, Revven's probably wondering, like, did Ghunzor misfire, or did Ghunzor not get lights? Did he do Keg Castle? There's the boss keys behind the barrels.
Okay.
Not too bad of a spot for the boss key.
They both took a long time to get Deku because Deku was in a crummy location.
Yeah, I mean, unfortunately, Ghunzor just missing the Bean Daddy soil is has spelled his doom here. Because had Ghunzor not missed that, this would be a pretty close race. I feel, because Ghunzor found light arrows before Revven did, so he actually probably this would be really tight actually if Ghunzor had gotten fire. Then again, who knows if Ghunzor's routing would have changed. Yeah, there's a whole lot of what ifs this seed for sure. Can't wait for this interview though. So yeah, I still can't get over the fact that Keg was bait for double wallets.
Yeah.
I mean, it ultimately ended up being something so simple as Lullaby to the Gwei, not even the Gwei, to the
Two gossips.
to Gossip Stones, but even still, like that could have been so bad. Like we didn't really have a good farming method.
Also, a fun fact: we with the Olsani sees that C-Bot can roll gossips is an always hint, so that would never happen. That
Oh
seemed
dear.
like. Like, think of just how much stuff you can do in Olsani, and it's like worse than what they had to do.
Isn't Alseni like well over 1,000 checks?
Yes, it's over 1,000. So you got that plus all the other stuff on top of that.
It's over 1,000! Sorry, it was standing there. Ghunzor now has Blast Mask. Alright, so Ghunzor is going to be clearing through Woodfall Temple here. Should be done with Oldawa in a few minutes regardless. Should be wrapping up just about around the time Revven finishes. No problem, Axel.
And others gonna see that the boss key is vanilla. Though I really don't think you should try to soar out of here unless if you do all the other checks on that side. Yeah, that is the Aqua thing. That's correct. I honestly, like, I actually deleted this track from my thing because it plays, like, if you don't like put in a bunch of music, it plays everywhere. It's kind of annoying.
I remember the one that annoyed a lot of people was it was one of the Oracle game dungeons. I can't remember which one it was. But I remember that one showing up a lot.
That's my personal preference. I literally just deleted it. It's like it's in the base music tracks, but I just turned it off because I didn't want to hear it everywhere because it really does play super often.
There's such a ridiculous amount of custom music for MMR. That's why that's one of the reasons I really enjoyed watching it. But Revven has now picked up the final remains. Should be, yep, well into final hours. Perfect time to go slap Majora with a Fierce Deity Sword. I remember the 2020 tournament, I think it was, where like late in the summer somebody had already turned music around for Paper Mario Origami King, which only just came out that June or that May.
I would have to look that up, but that probably was last year, not this year.
It might have been last year. No, it was 2020 because Origami King came out in 2020.
Oh, I see.
So yeah, it was like May 2020 Origami King came out, and then later that summer there was already music for it.
I probably wasn't aware because I actually joined this community like late 2020.
But yeah, this will be a pretty quick, this should be a relatively quick and painless Majora for Revven, assuming that Majora's Mask doesn't go clipping through the floor like it's done a couple of times now in very disturbing fashion.
Drawer clipping out of bounds at the cutscene is not an issue. Well, if Majora clips out before that, then that's gonna be a little bit of a problem. But generally, that shouldn't happen. Wait, Revven did it.
Oh yeah.
Drawer shouldn't clip out of bounds.
If it happens during the cutscene, it's just funny.
Yeah, but it happens in the cutscene. It's just funny. I was aware of that shot that Ghunzor did there. I wanted to see it again. So that's something I wanted to like try to do that specific shot at some point. Just to avoid using a stick.
Alright, Revven is very quickly moving on to Wrath here. Yeah, he'll be done in a minute. He should be okay on health. Oh, the frames. But that is gonna do it. Revven finishes this race in first place with an official race time GG time of 3:17:23.
GG. Okay. Ghunzor had a crash right after. Oh, that's really unfortunate.
Oh, jeez. All right, we are joined by both Ghunzor and Revven. GG's to the both of you.
GG.
So, yeah, the wallets were bait.
Yes, they were. Yes. I was so here's what was running through my mind, okay? With the Deku mask. I was trying not to do too many things out of logic, right? When I had the Zora. And I just basically was like, okay, I gotta focus on Snowhead Temple because I know Lullaby is Wath. And it wasn't like I had forgotten about Gossips or anything. But it was difficult to like route it. Like I half routed it because I was like afraid of like Snowhead Temple. Those two chests I decided to leave behind because I was like, I got Keg. It's gotta be Keg, right? And then it was healing. And then when I got that Giant's Wallet, like Bank 3, I was like, no way it's Bank 3. and I knew I had Hungry Goron too. So I was like, okay, I'm just gonna route Gossips, and then I'm gonna do Swamp Archery, and then I'm gonna finish Gossips, and that's what I did. And thank God it was Gossips and not Bank 3. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, so Revven, the split between the two of you, unfortunately, Ghunzor, and I noticed you had discussed this already in the race time chat, but you missed out on you missed the Bean Daddy soil patch, and that was your fire arrows.
Gun?
Are
you talking?
muted, Ghunzor?
Hello?
Hello!
There we go. The one stinking patch that I missed.
Yeah.
I did them all.
And I'm trying to, because between the two of you, like, you both got railroaded into Deku Mask at, I wouldn't say the same time, but it was only a few minutes apart between the two of you, because it was basically for both of you last location.
Yeah, it basically was. I mean, I had like 2 other checks left, so...
Yeah, the Gossip Stones was a great time for a Deku Mask out of all the different checks we had.
Yeah, of all the different things, like, how did it decide, yeah, let me just put this Deku Mask right here, you know?
Yeah, that lullaby, we thought that lullaby was, we legit were thinking Bank 3, because of the fact that, because at first the wallet in Upper Snowhead Temple, but then, Ghunzor, you were the first to the wallet in, you were the first
on
to the wallet
Kamaro.
on Kamaro, and we almost fell out of our chairs laughing.
This seed was Monka. I'm not gonna lie.
It was very scary. I don't think you could have something like this happen in a season 3 seed, even, because, I mean, I haven't seen it. I mean, mainly because it wasn't Epona start, so...
No, I really don't like No Opponent Third Seed this way.
I'm starting to
So
see that
cursed.
this is very bad. Like, the way the heroes in this seed are done once you are done with your first dungeon. Like,
Yeah,
Right.
because branches where the hero was either Hookshot or Goron Mask, take your pick. TF Swath was like right off the bat with
the Moon's Tear.
Moon's
Moon's
Tear to Bow.
and Goron Village was Wath for Lullaby, leading to, as we now figured out later, Gossips.
And
Yeah.
not Gibdo.
Right!
Not
We had
Gibdo.
the Gibdo
Not
mask
Gibdo.
there,
And
too.
not
And the
Gibdo.
Mirror Shield.
The
But-
Garo Mask was in Path to Snowhead.
Oh!
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I got
Okay,
that
so
with
that's-
using powder
okay.
cake and reset it.
Okay, that makes sense then. That's why that Gibdo isn't the Wath, but it just happened to be in a Wath location.
Mhm.
I didn't know that because, again, I wasn't trying to do too much out of logic so I wouldn't get, like, messed up. And I was desperately looking for the logic, and I knew it was Deku Mask, but...
I do have to ask, why'd you both bail out of Snowhead Temple?
So
Which time?
I bailed out for the last 2 chests because I was like, okay, I got Keg. I really didn't want to... I felt like I was, like, massively behind. Okay. That's why. I just bailed out and I went and did the Keg. However, the funny thing about that is that because of that, I had things I was able to waste time on doing while waiting on Kamaro, because at that time, like, that's when you get healing. So, those 2 chests were almost enough. Not quite. And I also just totally forgot whether or not I actually checked the West Clocktown big bomb bag purchase. I legit don't remember if I actually walked back in there after saving Old Lady the first time.
Oh, okay.
So
Yeah,
that was on my mind, and I was scared that that's where Deku was the entire time.
We did notice you did say Blast Mesley a second time, and that's what we thought that was for.
Yeah, I legitimately just, for some reason, forgot if I actually peeked it or not.
Something else
'cause-
that, Revven, you got a little extra speed boost from is that you actually routed in the red potion bottle before doing eggs.
Yes! Yeah, I noticed, I was like, oh, I got this bottle, okay. And then I figured when I was in Pirates, when I got the chateau there, I was like, oh, There's no way he has this bottle before going into Pirates, right? Like, that bottle is all the way over there.
There's always a bottle in Pirate's Fortress.
Yeah, right.
So
Okay, what happened with you, Gun, in Snowhead?
I dipped out the first time because I didn't have Scarecrow Song. So I left, and then I came back with Scarecrow Song the next cycle because of the time of day. And I was like, you know what? Let's just go ahead and get Scarecrow Song, go up this way, do Fire Arrow Chest, and then I was like, well, I don't have Fire Arrows, time to leave again.
Yeah, there was. I almost tipped down my chair. Sorry. The other wallet in the check behind the, like, next to the fire arrow chest, like that logically you get Scarecrow to get. That was the other wallet, and then yeah, I had been a little concerned off of that.
Yes, when I saw that, at first I was like, wait, that doesn't do anything for me right now? And then I remembered, wait, I have lens! Oh my god, I can go do Smithy 1! What am I thinking?
Yeah,
So-
we thought the same thing.
So that's why I was, like, routing that in while, I was, prepping for Kamoro. And then I was like, okay, the only thing I can do is just route Gossips with this. And so I did half of Gossips, because I was also like, okay, I need to go and save Old Lady, because I don't remember if I saw the second purchase or not. So that's what happened with me there, at that point in the seed.
Okay.
And I legitimately thought I was just, like, super far behind. Because I legitimately thought that Deku was just sitting in West Clocktown or something. And that Lullaby was just, at that point for, like just dungeon clear or something, I don't know.
Also, that bait, Song of Healing, was amazing.
Yes!
It was.
Yes!
It was hilarious.
Yes, it was! I know these settings in particular were not super crazy, but, like, again, there's some really weird stuff that happens when you have certain settings on that I genuinely don't think, because of how it places items, that it would actually happen in, like, any other seed, right? So, like, you wouldn't see those two wallets in those same locations necessarily in a Season 3 seed. Especially because of no opponent start, but that's the kind of stuff that Mystery can do, even with, like, tamer settings, right? I know it's not the most exciting thing to not have a bunch of different things on, but there's a balance that had to be struck, right? Because you don't want these things to go, like, 6-7 hours. At least that's what I was, told to try and do, is not have them go that long. So, but I'm keeping an eye on things. There's always a chance that, like, hey, if we don't get enough chaos in this first tournament, then maybe I'll just go crazy for Season 2 and not care.
Well, yeah, I would say the settings had some mild spice, especially with small key sanity and hit checks. But yeah, we can definitely, like, if we get token sanity and shop sanity in the mix, throw on boss remain shuffle just to add icing to the cake, then we can see some real spice here.
I got nervous at the beginning when I found 3 title deeds and was like, okay, we're
so
title deeds.
ridiculous! Fox, what did you think of that? Like, were you just like, what is with all these deeds? Like,
you know what, the icing
I
on the
didn't
cake...
think much of it.
You didn't think much of it? Come on!
I thought it was going to be a scrub location seed, but it was not.
I was a little thinking about it too, because I was when we found Mountain Deed on the tree, it was like, what? Land Deed on the tower, Mountain Deed on the tree. I was like, okay, can we get a Swamp Deed so we can just relocate the scrubs now?
Yeah, had Ocean.
And then Ocean Deed on the P-Hat Grotto.
And then just to add icing to that cake, Swamp Deed on Seahorses.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't even know that.
Yeah, so it was so funny. I get light arrows right before that, and I'm like, well, I guess I'm just gonna finish Seahorses anyway. And then there was Swamp Dean right there. I was like, oh, I hope I'm in go mode.
Yeah, we were actually getting worried because Lullaby led to healing. We were wondering if like healing was gonna lead, since Lullaby led to Keg rather, if that was gonna lead to healing and then storms for Pamela Seed, but
Yeah,
ultimately
right.
not the case. But
No, I think a Pamela Seed in non-opponent start is like 10 times or like 50 times harder to get.
yeah, not to mention there's all the mystery stuff thrown into the mix, so you never know.
Right. Yeah, exactly. But yeah, this was a gossip seed, and that's really funny, and it's especially funny considering the person who actually rolled it. What else I want to say? Oh, what did you? I know we had the Ice Arrow chest hint, but the Fisherman game having the GBT small key was pretty funny.
Oh, Revven, it gets better than that. The light arrow chest hint was on Garo Master.
Yeah,
I know that was great. I was so glad we got that. I thought you guys would have a good laugh with that one.
We did, and so did Garo Master.
Gosh. I'm trying to think of anything else.
Or the spider house and in the spider house.
Yeah. No spider
Oh
house
yeah,
is
yeah,
required,
that
but
was
you
the
get a hand
second
for it.
one. That was the second one, yeah. Oh, once again, when you have hit spots, recovery hearts, and crates and barrels, Pirate's Fortress just doesn't matter. Like, why does that keep happening? Can someone explain?
I know, Fox was in shock over it.
Because everything was before opponent except for
I
lights.
know. I know. It's so stupid, though. It was in Pinnacle Rock. You could just move that over to Pirates, and we're good.
Yeah.
Uh...
All right, well, that's all. I've asked all I've had to ask about this seed. Is it had plenty of spice, good amount of bait, and required gossip stones. Need we say more?
Yeah,
Yeah.
right.
Now let that set the stage, folks, for the remainder of the chaos that will ensue here in the Majora's Mask Randomizer Mystery Tournament.
So
I hope chat had a good time.
So any final comment?
I just never seen that crash before in my whole life.
Yeah, that really sucks. I feel so bad because
On
Like-
purpose,
That
though.
was literally just like a VC crash. Are you a dolphin?
yeah, he's
He
on
is.
Dolphin.
Okay. And that literally looked like a VC crash to me.
Yeah,
Somebody else VC crashed in Woodfall Temple 2 Saturdays ago.
that just sucks because it's like it's right when I finished. It's like okay.
Well, Woodfall boss room and it just straight up crashed.
That
That was not. Yeah, that was definitely not on purpose. Just
nope. It
random
Definitely not.
VC crash.
just happens. VC crash. That's the risk you take with playing on VC, whether you're Dolphin or on an actual system.
So
What, actually, I have one more question. What's something both of you would like to see in like your upcoming group matches?
No gossip stones.
Yeah, I'd kind of like no gossips again, please. It was on my mind, but I was like, this is the one time I was like, I'm not gonna route it right now. Like, I had a gossip seed in season 3 against Keizo, and I routed that perfectly, right? Because I knew Sonata was walked for something, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna route it after Woodfall Temple if Woodfall Temple doesn't have the thing. In that seed, it was ice arrows. It wasn't like a bottleneck. It felt like a good like route. But this seed was like, hey, this is an early item you need to do things. It's gonna bottleneck you, even though you have all these other things that are shuffled and whatnot. It's gonna bottleneck you, and it's like, oh, cool, thanks. But I think settings wise, I really think I want Song Sanity because I like that more. I think I understand the logic better with Song Sanity, and Song Sanity, I think, works better for a lot of the other weirder settings than Songs on Song Locations does. But yeah, it's probably it. Maybe I don't know. I like a lot of the other settings that can be rolled, so mainly just Song Sanity, I think, because Songs on Song Locations, let's just see it as an example of how weird it is. Especially with, like, no opponent start. But again, you kind of have to deal with that when you're doing random settings, right? You have to play settings you don't necessarily enjoy. So...
So if we are done with the interview, I'm going to wrap up. So nothing else to say?
Nope.
Not by me.
Nope.
Great. So first of all, I want to thank the racer. They did an amazing job with that seed. So GG Ghunzor and GG Revven.
GG's.
Also, I want to
GG's, thank
thank
you.
the commentary we had today. We had Fox and we had Captain and D13. Thanks you both of you.
Always a pleasure.
Mhm.
And I want to thank the hero in the shadow, the tracker. Today we had Naki and we had Axel Ryman. Thank you both of you. Say hello in the chat if you are there. If you're not, but we say thank you. Anyway, we are going to raid ZSR1. They are doing the first, not first. They are doing a Califier for the season 6 tournament of OT. So go encourage them and give them some love. And we are starting soon. I will also give the money back. Don't worry. The payout is coming. So there we go. The payout is done. Thanks to the winner. GG to the winner. And thanks everyone for being here. I hope you did enjoy and see you next time. Goodbye, everyone.
See you, folks.